What's up, gang? It's Friday, day 2. Putting in this beam. Show y'all what's going on. So we arrived here Thursday morning in Valley Stream at newlywed Ansar and Davika's home, where they have this brilliant idea to tear down these wood stud walls and replacing them with steel beams to open up this kitchen and living room floor plan. Back here, there's plenty of space hiding behind these walls. After the floor plan is open, when you walk in from the main entrance, you're able to see this far corner, which is great. I went Thursday morning to get a double take on all my measurements before I loaded up in the steel yard. So I took a few hours out of Thursday morning to grab material and make sure everything was set in stone for Friday. Here's the steel beams here, but most importantly, what we have to do is a process called shoring. Since we're removing a load-bearing wall and replacing it with a steel beam, once we remove this load-bearing wall, we need to support it before putting up the steel beam before everything comes crashing down on us. So what the guys are doing here is installing the first piece of the temporary wall. A temporary shoring wall is used to provide structural support during the removal of a load-bearing wall. These shoring walls are designed to support the floor above and be properly braced at the base to ensure that the load is distributed evenly rather than concentrated in a single point of the floor. Once a temporary shoring wall is secured in place, the existing wall and beam can be removed. With the temporary supports carrying the load, the new steel beam can be installed safely and accurately in an intended position. Then we start fabrication. So we started fabricating our legs to hold this beam up. But it's not until the beam actually goes up is when we will get our final measurement to cut the posts. I thought the splash was really cool to look at. Jam, 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 jam. We wiggle the beam into place. Everyone's fingers are safe. And then we start jacking it up. I have this material lift that I use for jobs like this. It just helps so much. Then I start beating them fabricated posts into place. Then I got the magnet drill on site where we're drilling out holes. It's best to weld and bolt all this steel together. Not just weld, not just bolt. And we can't just secure heavy load steel wherever we want. So we have the beam in the basement that we actually connect it to. And we do not connect steel to wood. It's either steel to concrete or steel to steel. At the end, I added in a little clip to refresh your memory. And here's the beam and post fully installed. I generated this picture to show you guys how it could all get covered up. And another picture to further illustrate the before and after effect of opening up a wall.